Welcome to the Hermit Style Podcast with your hosts, Jimmy Bacon and Mike Runchuti. Talking all about the Dragon Ball Super Card Game, presented by Team TCG Mafia and produced by Lowbat.
Yo, yo, yo! What's going on, everybody? Hermit Style Podcast, we are back. Mike is here with me.
What's up?
And we have a special guest. We've got our boy, Trevor T-Spills.
Spilly Barnes.
The one and only BROK3N Honor. If y'all haven't heard of BROK3N Honor, you have not been listening to the podcast enough. Trevor is the mastermind behind it. What's going on, man?
Yo, just doing good. What's up, super community? It's the boy, Broken. But yeah, I'm here, chilling.
Yeah, bro. We're stoked to have you. So we got a special segment we're doing today. The main topic, we're going to be talking about the market. That's one of the things that Trevor does. That's one of like his big videos he does, our market watches. People love it. He has a lot of good insight. So we're like, why haven't we brought Trevor on? So we're going to do this pretty regularly. Trevor will come on with us and we'll just talk about Dragon Ball market, cards you should buy, cards you shouldn't buy. We got some special segments and then some tips for investing and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Mike, what's new with you, man?
Nothing. Hoping the Chiefs bust the Patriots' ass tonight. Or not the Patriots, but the Bucks. It might as well be the Patriots. Tom Brady's the Patriots at this point. So
yeah, I didn't say the date. It is Sunday, February 7th. So it's Super Bowl Sunday. So we are all going to be watching the Super Bowl after this.
And then hopefully the Super Bowl is like a blowout. Like I'm hoping like the Chiefs just like fucking slaughter them. So I can like get home before 10:15. That way I can play some World of Warcraft.
Oh, you'll be home before 10:15.
Brady's gonna give it to him.
They don't. Did you know that the Bree told me that like Budweiser and all the people usually do big commercials?
Yeah.
They're not doing commercials. They instead donated the money to
The COVID relief.
COVID relief. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So
good.
instead of spending the money on marketing for
I'm
them,
gonna go buy me some Budweiser tonight then.
So we're not getting like big trailers.
I don't know. I don't know what commercials we're
There's
gonna
probably
get.
a King Kong Godzilla trailer. I would bet like
I need the trailers,
And
bro.
Bro, Trevor before this podcast showed me the Dogecoin
yeah.
commercial
You
that
haven't
they're
seen it?
saying is going to air on Super Bowl.
Is that real?
There's no way it's gonna air tonight. I've seen the commercial though. He's talking about.
You know what? In my mind, it's real. I want it to be real so bad. I even actually wrote in show notes to mention Dogecoin is going up and we're getting rich, baby.
It is at almost 8 cents right now
It is.
as we speak.
I bought 1,000.
I'm not in at all on Dogecoin. Not that I'm not a believer. It would not let me get in for instant deposit because I've already put too much money in this month. I'm already too deep. So they were like, it's got to clear. I'm on like it takes 5 days. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna be able to get any of this. So
It'll be too late.
Too late.
it's too late. So I'm fucked on this one. I hope everybody gets rich off the Dogecoin. Remember, I was supporting you though the whole time. So
If you want to throw something a little our way.
exactly.
All right. Well, we do have some news to talk about before we get in this Market Watch segment. So let's go there first.
News from the Lookout.
All right. So first things first, if you have not already looked into it, you still have time to get in on the Collector's Selection Volume 1. There's a lot of cool cards in there. They did some reprints. They did like the iconic attack rares, like the Cell Kamehameha and the Frieza, the
Frieza
Death Ball, Death Beam, whatever the hell it's called. Then they've got other cool cards. They got like Zamasu from Draft Box. They got Draw Apes. The art's sweet.
Yeah.
I need that Zamasu.
I want to buy a bunch of them, but I do not get my.
I'm so tempted.
I don't get my discount because it's from Premium Bandai.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I know.
I haven't bought a product at actual pricing point that it's on. So I'm like, I don't know, $90. I wanted to buy 12 because I don't want any of the cards to be honest.
Mike now feels the pain of the people.
Yeah, I feel the pain of the everyday Dragon Ball player. That shit is painful.
Yeah, man. Welcome to our world.
I thought when I saw this at $90, I said, oh shit, I can just order these at the store and I'll probably pay like fucking $52 or some shit. Nah, fuck me. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get 4.
I'm still tempted to buy a bunch, though.
This is going to be money.
I think so, too.
I think it could be money.
No,
And I
it's
also,
going to be money.
so my issue with it not being money, like I think that competitively, most of those cards are duds.
That's true.
Sure.
Right.
But for a collector standpoint, but hear me out though, right? Draw apes have been a dud for how long now?
A while. Since
while.
set 10.
It's still $35.
Yeah, but it did come down from 200 though.
Sure. But it's not 5.
Yeah, it's working its way there.
I mean, yeah, but still, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. I think there's some value here. So I did the math, right? I totaled everything.
Yeah,
up.
I remember you totaled it up. Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you guys, because one thing that's making me mad is people complaining to Bandai that this is a terrible deal. It's not a terrible deal for multiple reasons. Okay, so just if you think I'm wrong, just turn off your brain for a second. Just listen, because I know I'm right. Okay.
That's pretty good.
So hear me out though. Right. So I added up everything of the lowest rarity of these cards currently, right? Mm-hmm. Lowest rarity of these cards. Total comes out to $173. Now, if you price it out as it should be, so like adding on for max rarity, you should add on another $34 plus whatever you value a foil Goku Black at, since $90 is absurd. Mm-hmm. But whatever you value that at plus $34, so you're looking at least $200, right?
Yeah.
And to value alt art collection pieces at lowest rarity is stupid.
Yeah.
You should be valuing it at current max rarity and know it's going to be worth more than that. So, knowing this, minimum value out of this is $200. It costs $90. What are people complaining about? And you get a special edition series. It's a sweet binder. I don't know. I don't get it.
I think people are going to, I think it's because you only get one copy of each card.
Yeah, it's the same thing though.
But still.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I mean, anybody saying it's a bad buy because of price?
Just go buy the cards right now then at lowest rarity.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Just go buy them.
I think it's a bad buy because I just don't think the cards are relevant and I'm not a collector.
See, I'm a collector. So for me, I'm like, oh, this is sweet.
Like
I bought 2.
If this is like supposed to be meta relevant cards they're reprinting, this shit is not going to be meta relevant. Like half those cards are already out of the format now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, by the time you get it in June or
yeah, if you're doing this for competitive play, it's stupid.
It's stupid.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy it. But if you're doing it because you just like to have a collection of the cards, 100%, you should just be buying
or
it.
For value.
Yeah.
It's going to be worth something.
I mean, I was going to buy 12 of them if I could get them at a cheaper price. So I do get that point. If you're trying to flip them, you definitely can flip these cards.
I'm buying one for myself, and I'm just buying one and keeping it sealed and just sitting on it, seeing what happens.
I can see sealed, like, after all this goes out of print, man, these prices are going to be wild.
My fear is that they overprinted this item. That's the part.
But it's limited. But apparently, it's
premium.
It's print to like print per buy. Like once their pre-orders are done, it's done. Mm-hmm. They're not printing anymore. It's print to order.
So it's print to order. So I'm not gonna say any names of people, right? Because I'm not out nobody that I know is gonna do this.
Yeah,
they're just gonna buy a fuck ton. There's people who got the money to do it, right?
Sure.
So it's overprinted.
Yeah, but they're still not gonna print more than that.
No. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna list them, right? Mm-hmm. And people are going to hesitate to buy because everybody's always hesitant to buy. That's a real thing. So the price is going to come down because the undercutting that goes on in Dragon Ball when something comes out, then they're going to snatch and buy them all. Then it's going to go up because they're going to make the fake inflated prices that we see as shit now. So it's kind of like, do you want to be in on that or do you want to be in on the undercut? Which one do you want to be in on if you're trying to make money? Now, if you're trying to collect, you just buy it. It's literally cards in the game. You just buy cards. But like for the money making prospect, it's either you need to buy a fuck ton or you need to buy and just undercut whatever it is day of.
I think you just buy and sit. You just buy and sit on it.
You could.
That's all you do.
I sit on sealed. I think is the good move.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you're gonna crack one open and try to sell it,
no, that's bad. If you're doing it for money, you got to sit on it sealed.
I'll buy them.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, we can move on from that. But yeah, if you want it, go to the premium Bandai site. There's pre-orders still available. There's also a SS2 Trunks Heroic Prospect reprint. The reprinting, it looks like the non-foil, and a Player's Choice campaign pack where one comes with every booster box. A kit, I guess, that the stores are getting.
Shit's whack.
Has 32 in them.
Shit's whack.
I need those.
Heroic Prospects value went way down.
Yeah.
They're doing this to every TP that everybody cries about. So if you cry about enough of the TPs, you get the reprint.
I'm going to be crying, bro.
I can't play blue right now.
I don't mind the non-full price plummeting. I just don't want them to ever print more winners.
Oh no, that's a lot. They're not reprint more winners.
Right.
Yeah.
Winners should be much, much, much more valuable. So as long as they don't do that, I'm fine. I have my set of winners, so I feel good about that. And then we've got Battle Evolution booster reveals.
Oh yeah.
That shit's whack. That whole set's looking real like a bus.
I need to know what this SCR though is.
Yeah, for sure.
If this SCR is good, this set's gonna be real dumb.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Torrent of Power actually.
If the SCR is good, it's 100% worth buying a bunch of it. If the SCR is terrible,
it's pointless. Don't even buy it.
Yeah, I'm on the hook for 3 cases right now. Sucks. So I'm really hoping that they show me an SCR that's like, damn, that was good.
Yeah.
Because everything they've shown me so far got me like, this is bad.
Yep.
I mean, I like it because
You like it?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I mean, coming from I guess I'm thinking about like as a more like content creator space. It's just like with all the cards that they're dropping, like right now, it's it's just good. Just
I think
competitively, probably not.
Terrible. Waste of bread.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like,
But the SCR sucks.
yeah, the SCR sucks. It's
No. I know it sucks. I'm just hoping.
do.
I'm hoping the person who's seen the card is wrong. I'm just hoping they're wrong. So I know someone who's seen it. They said that card sucks. I said, damn. I hope you're wrong. I hope that you were told.
people said Baby Hatch sucked.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm hoping it's one of those things. So they didn't tell me what the card did or anything, but they said that the card is not going to see you play. I said, damn. So that's no good.
That'd be real sad.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, as far as they're doing reprints, so you've got reprints of old SRs in there. It's like different draft box ones, which is cool. I guess they're different arts, but you guys should already know what these are if you listen to the podcast because we talked about this over a month ago before this was announced.
Yeah. I mean, and that part is still cool, right? Like this is people can get cards that they didn't have. That part's cool. It's the new stuff in the thing that looks bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look
because
good.
it's supposed to be the replacement for draft boxes. They were like, we're off the draft box wagon because people complain too much about draft box.
Yeah.
Okay, but these are not the type of cards I want to replace my draft box cards. My draft box cards were golden. Like even the current draft box 6 cards are nice. Piccolo Jr.
They're solid cards.
It's the slug package, the Haruto Garden pack. There's so many like cool things that you get from like draft boxes. And this one right here, I'm getting a Vegeta lineage archetype. The shit looks terrible. Like, and then we're getting Android 16. There's no reason anyone should ever play the Android 16 leader. You just play Android 21.
Yeah, I was gonna say Android 21 is gonna be sweet though.
Yeah, and she did get support, so that's cool. But for him to get majority of the archetype cards in that set, that's bad.
Yeah.
What was the other thing they showed us? Oh, the
Cybermen.
The Cybermen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is terrible. I'm not playing no deck full of shitty cards like that. And then TN.
It looks fun though. It looks fun.
It looks like a good, like fun local deck. Yeah. And then the TN deck is god awful. Why the hell do I want to awaken and make tokens in my green deck? So when I play the mirror match, they dorm potential my awaken away.
It's awful.
That is the dumbest.
The TN looks so sweet too.
Like, could you imagine?
So
bro,
sweet.
Could you imagine? You're like, yeah, man, I'm playing this TN deck. Your opponent sits down playing TN, Turles, Go Tanks. I don't know, whatever green leader's hot at the moment, and they're like, you're like awaken attack. They're like dorm potential, waste your whole fucking awaken.
Yeah, you gotta wait until like green's not relevant.
But if that's the problem, right? He is green.
Yeah.
So he himself beats himself. That's a bad card.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. All right, and then what else? Oh, so they gave us some more info on Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour.
Oh, let's not even talk about that shit. That shit's dumb. Like, we're gonna talk about it. They took the 7 regional winners from last year, the 7 national champions, and then randomly selected one person to play with them. Eggman over, I guess the Eggman is his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Hayden Costing. He's got some tops, not a bad player. Nobody understands how he particularly was chosen, but big ups to him for getting chosen. And then they got the commentators of like George Moniz, also AKA Aspira. Sure. Melvin Hansa, my boy Sensu Pop. I love that guy though.
I love Sensu
like his
Pop's
voice
videos.
does not match his picture.
No, it doesn't.
He's an Asian guy, but he sounds like I don't know. He's on like some late night R&B shit. I'm like, this is
His editing, I just love.
and his editing and his camera filter, amazing.
Yeah.
And then you got Android or I don't know how to say
Android is just
Android.
Oh, there's a lot of A's on that shit. How's that
It's
Android?
only 2 A's.
Android.
It's 2 A's.
Android.
I guess. Is that
Android.
shit?
Isn't there 2 D's too?
I think it's 2 A's, 2 N's, 2 D's.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I'm an Android
Yeah.
I'm an Android
And at the end, it's like two D's also.
Yeah, but the commentators seem cool. This idea of having all the national champions play each other, so it's like a little mini worlds event.
Yeah.
That's cool. Having Eggman in there, that's cool. No one I don't get it, like how he got selected. Like no hate towards him because I do look at his content, it's good. But like if we're doing content creator, why don't we just choose Joey Palladino?
Joey, right? Yeah.
Like he's like the most successful competitive content creator. Why is he not in there? That was my question. If it's just your chosen content. Now if you're choosing Eggman because you just like him, Bandai, big ups. Put him in there. But
Hey, I mean,
what is
Eggman's making the right moves.
what is the premise though? That's my thing. Like something
I don't know, but we need to talk to Eggman. Be like, hey, man.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's just
What are
because he
you
does
doing?
a lot of commentary. Because this past weekend, didn't he just do the Canadian stuff with Spear?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so
It's just confusing because they advertised this event as if it was going to be open to the public.
Right. Now that's what I was annoyed about because I was looking forward to being able to potentially play in it.
And then it's not open to the public. And
Right.
then you literally went and got the 7 national champions, which that is dope. But
Right.
then you chose to add a content creator who's randomly selected, I guess, or you champ it. It just doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
so it's cool.
It is what it is.
I won't be watching it at all. I'll be in Miami that weekend for the
Yes,
Invitational.
that's the same, and that's the other thing. It's the same weekend as PPG.
Yeah. So maybe they did it this way to not fuck over PPG because, PPG does run tournaments for them. Sure. I hope that was the logic behind it. But at the same time, like,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
You want to showcase your game, you're going to show 8 people. Like, what is this?
Yeah. But anyways, wrapping this up, we've got the Discord going strong. If you haven't gotten in there, get in there. We actually just hit level 3. So we have gotten over 30 boosts in the Discord. For those of you who have boosted it, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually insane.
and there.
I did not think anyone would actually ever boost it. I saw like one person do it. And then I was just doing there. I was like, if you guys boost it, I'll throw you 5,000 XP. And like, I'll try to think it does something sweet. I was like, me or Mike will sit down with you, do a deck doctor and play test with you.
Mm-hmm.
Just flying, just boost. 5,000. I was like, God dang, y'all gonna be a masterclass.
Exactly.
Masterclass ain't even hard to get now, apparently.
No, apparently not. But I do appreciate them boosting it. It makes it so like the quality of the Discord is better. So like, when I was streaming things that for people and they could like see it at the same space. Because if you stream things, sometimes if you don't have it boosted on your server, it's very slow.
Oh yeah, slow laggy, doesn't look good. Yeah.
And then the audio sometimes messes up when you don't have a boost. So I'm glad that they boosted it. I also participated in boosting it. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. So
absolutely.
now everything is crystal clear on the Discord.
Yeah. So if you're not in there, get in there. We play all the time. We talk all the time. It's the best place to be for Dragon Ball Online.
Yeah, you can watch me make some real wild decks. Apparently somebody in there was watching me make some real wild deck one time and decided to put it as their own content this past week. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I tagged you in that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I was like, yo, this is definitely this Mike.
I was like, sure. I was like, if he's listening right now, hey man, I'm not gonna out you. I like it. Cool. Just don't steal the name Danimba for me.
All right, but yeah, so jump in the Discord. We always got the link in the description. And then I guess the last piece of news, I don't know, we kind of already talked about Miami with Joey. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? We didn't talk about as much your end, but it's up to you.
I mean, I'll be in Miami. I'm landing Thursday, leaving Monday. Hit me up.
No, I mean from the tournament that you were in.
No.
Okay. Because we haven't talked about it without Joey.
I think you're talking about upcoming.
No.
Just so if anybody needs to know, I was 2-2 in the last round. I was actually on a winning end game, actually. I was the highest percentile for the 2-2 bracket. So if I win, I was in. I lost game 3 because my opponent played a better deck than I did. And the deck rewarded him through his misplaced. The moral of that story, always play the best deck possible when you want to do well, because even if you misplay, sometimes your deck just rewards you for being the better deck. Because I had to play perfect to get to that point in the game, and he did not have to play perfect and still paid off for him. So You know, and I love playing Rogue. I'm always playing Rogue.
What was
decks.
the matchup?
I was playing Jaren versus Mecha Frieza. I'll even go over the mistake he made. So he's trying to get rid of my path, and he uses his life, take a life to use an extra card. He flash of Final Flash the path. I was like, that's cool. And he goes rest it with this Frieza effect. I said, that's with this leader effect. I said, that's cool. Then he goes tap out 2. He's under Nimbus when he does this too. He taps out 2 for Vegeta ready to striving to be the best. The pop rested card with barrier. Well, my card has no more skills because you final flashed it, so you cannot Vegeta it. He was like, "Oh, I fucked up." I said, "Yes, you did." And then he's like executing his last 2 attacks and 3 attacks. So his leader, battle card, unison, and he just can't get the combo power to kill it. I get out all of it. He final flashes one last time and rips Secret Identity off his life. I was like,
Oh man.
Removing, and he final flashed my Kunchi, so
That had to be late, right?
Huh?
That had to be late game, right?
Yes, it was late game.
I was gonna say, one of my biggest gripes about Mecha Frieza and Secret Identity is you never have 6 and drop until a lot of times it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you got to be under a lot of pressure real fast for you to have it, or it has to be later. It was turn 4 on. I was going into my turn 5, but it was his turn 4, and I had been attacking him. My game plan had switched from just sitting on path. I was like Warcry pressuring him. Because I was like, why would I not? Your cards don't do shit. Like, there's no reason not to. And he just got Secret Identity. Then he removed Kunchi and Path, and there was just no rebound for me. I was like,
wow.
Yep. So ruined my day with that one. And then I played teams with Amani and Nick Menino, and we lost because Amani made me throw the game. I won't go into the details of how bad he made me throw it, but it was very, very frustrating because I was playing Mecha, and I was playing against Baby, and I'm not gonna say I'm the utmost authority on Baby, but I know every card, everything that goes on in Baby, and I was like, man, we're in time. I can't win, but I know he can't kill me either because all the cards that are in my hand, and then Monty makes me blow every card in my hand so I could play a Celzino just to get Baby hatched, and he was like, you gotta go for the win. I said, my logic is if I have my SCR, they probably have their SCR. That's just a safe way to think. Like if you got yours, they probably got theirs. So Baby hatch trumps Cell almost every time if you don't rip it.
Absolutely.
So yep, we lost. Bad day, but it was great trip though. Hung out with the homies, watched some Tenet, had to play some money matches, hung out in the pool. It was great. So
what's up, man? All right. Well, that's everything for news. So we are getting into the main topic.
Turtle School Weekly Focus.
All right. And so this is it. We're doing our first ever Market Watch segment. We had to have a drop for it. So here we go.
Oh my! Looky, wow!
14 flavors, 2 for every day of the week. So, like, which flavor would you like today, sir?
What? Oh, all cones!
So we're doing this Market Watch segment, and we're going to start with what we call sit, buy, sell.
Okay.
So all of us have selected 2 cards. We don't know what cards each of us have selected, but we're going to bring them to the table. Then 2 cards. These people, they don't read my messages.
I do read them. I always have 2 cards. Bro, I actually have cards for everything. So I'm good. I don't know if Trevor's good, but I'm good.
I'm not good.
Trevor's scrambling. He's like, no. We'll give Trevor we'll let Trevor go last.
Yeah, we'll let Trevor go last.
But sit, buy, sell. So here's the thing. So we all pick 2 cards. We'll go one at a time, and everyone will give their opinion on should you sit on the card and just hold it and just see if like it's a good time to watch the value go up, but still a little too high that it's not really worth buying in on. Is it one that, okay, price is low and we need to buy and just get in on it now, buy as many copies as you want, or is it time to sell? Like the card's peaked, you don't need it, sell it, get your bag. So, Mike, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
Let's go with Goku Draw Apes. Son
Goku
Goku
Draw
Saiyan Instincts.
Okay. I'll let Trevor start us off. What do you think? Sit, buy, sell.
But the draw apes, I
Draw
will say
apes.
buy them.
Buy them.
Wow.
At
I'll say buy.
35.
35.
The 35.
That's
Yeah.
just
I got 4 for you right now, my guy.
if you don't have any,
You paying face?
I'm not paying face.
Okay. Then what are you buying at?
I would say, oh shit. Damn, 35. I'm thinking
We
about
got
it right
we
now.
got the Broken Honor stunned over here.
35 right now. They are getting reprinted, huh? Again.
But it's a collector series. They're expensive reprints. When we saw event packs
He's
come
about
in,
to change his mind.
I won't say anymore. I'm just gonna
I'm changing my mind.
Sell, right?
So
sell. Okay.
What are you on?
I'm on hold.
Ooh.
I'm on hold.
Why are you on hold?
Or I'm sit.
Sit? Why are you
I gotta
sit?
use our. So I'm on sit because I did not pay all this. Now, I personally did not, but just speaking for most people, right?
Yeah.
Most people did not get the jump. I got the jump. I paid like $5 to $10 or something
Yeah.
for mine each when they first came out. But a lot of people paid $60, $70 for this card. I'm not gonna do that. There's potential to where at some point in the future this card comes back. I don't know when. I don't know how, but you never know.
I think there's never a shot that
I
shit's
think
playable.
no. I
again.
think it could happen. I think this card could come back. Personally, I am holding on to my playset, and I am letting go of any extras. But I'm sitting on them. I'm not letting them go yet.
I am selling real fast. I'm selling. I've had 10. I got 4 left. A dude messaged me today telling me, "Hey, do you have these?" Hell yes, I have them, bro. You can have these. Ever since the creation of Unison, they have not been playable to me.
okay, yeah, that's true.
For 2 energy, I can do better than just draw 2 cards and have no impact to the board or my opponent's like game state. And as long as Unison is a actual card type in the game, I don't see a time where you use it. And I don't think Unison's going anywhere soon because it was Unison War. It was supposed to be a block. A block is 3 sets, right? In Dragon Ball, that's what they said. 3 sets, a block.
But now Unison Warrior is 6 sets now.
Yeah, Unison Warrior is 6 sets, and it might just keep going. I think Unison Warrior is now actually just like the game, DBS card game, Unison Warrior, and then keep going forward.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, I don't see a world where I'm ever playing this card. I'm sure there will be a niche deck, obviously like Soul Striker sometimes now people play it. I don't play it in my Soul Striker list, but I get why people do.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying, though. That's why I don't want to let them go for so cheap personally, because I'm like, what if we just have this leader that just gives me this free energy to use on top of the Unison?
Yeah.
So I can play this Unison plus get my Jolly plus again. Doesn't seem terrible. Maybe I get a mill leader that does it too, like Vegeks.
Yeah, see, there are situations where I could see the card being played, but me personally, I'm out. We're selling that bad boy. It's got to go.
I have nothing wrong. I have nothing wrong with that opinion. I'm sitting.
I'm on this new kick where I'm trying not to hold anything that I think that I just not
We're on
gonna play with.
opposite kicks, my friend.
Yeah, we're on way different. Me and Jim are on 2 different wavelengths on this game right now. I am offloading shit by large margin. I'm like, oh, this gotta go, this gotta go, this gotta go. Jim's like, yo, I need all these cards right now. So we're on 2 different things. But for me, I need to focus more on other things, not other things in Dragon Ball, but other things involved in the game than building up my collection like I used to have. I used to have a real crazy ass collection.
You did.
I still have a lot of cards. I don't want you guys think, oh, Mike don't have no card. No, I got a lot.
Did you sell like
I like how you said like they're so
$1,000
worried.
worth of cards to PPG?
I sold $1,800 worth of cards.
$1,800.
Well, there you go.
And then
How many cards was that?
It was just an anniversary box worth. That's how many valuable
Wow.
cards I have. In this game.
Insane.
I still have a bunch of them. Like I still have an Invoker deck. I still have every yellow, every blue card besides a Boonie right now because I just sold it to a homie. So
That's insane. I do think it is funny the way you said that, though.
What?
I was like, I don't know how many listeners are sitting there like, oh no, Mike's out of cards.
No, I'm far from out of cards. I got shit coming in. I got Winter Shinrons coming in. Just sold some Winter. Nah. I got cards, but it's just one of those things where it's like,
Don't worry, people.
I'm in. I'm deck building. I'm still out here wilding out. I sold out a green and I sold out a black. I sold every high end black and green card I had.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Trevor, you want to pull one?
For sit?
what's your card?
No, you want to give one card?
Just name a
we can go
card.
around and do one each.
Oh, okay. For a random card? All right. I will say Mecha Kabora.
Meki Kabor, the 2-drop from set
Yeah,
10,
Broken
the black
Seal.
one, Broken
Yes.
Seal. Okay.
Buy. I don't even
Well,
care.
I don't know what.
I don't
How
even-
much is it? How much is it going for?
Right now?
Yeah.
25 bucks.
Buy. It is the single-handed best sideboard card in the game. No sideboard cards better. I don't think they can make a card better than that card, actually. Like, the way this game is played, you have to use energy to do things. the best decks are normally the most streamlined decks. We'll use that word, streamlined. You know what the plays are. They're trying to do something consistently. If I just windmill slam a Meki Kabura and they can't do it, their turn's off. Man.
Like, I think the card just gets even stronger, like, as time goes. And if you know the meta yourself, like, it's even stronger than that.
Yeah.
Like, it all depends on the player also. But if you just know the meta in general, like, the card is ridiculous.
I'm willing to play most people for money any matchup. I'll play my Denimba deck that runs Meki Kabura against you, and I'm pretty sure I win at least one game. You might beat me in a match, sure, but I would bet that I win one game just because Meki Kabura alone.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm buying. I'm buying at 25.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it because I know what I could have got him for.
Oh,
But-
yo, when that card used to be $6, I was like, this has got to be wrong.
Yeah, when I first read that card, I was like, oh, this card is just going to be like amazing, right? Nobody.
See, I had the opposite reaction though. I read the card because at the time the format was so diverse. It was very easy to just be like, oh, okay, I just won't play this card. And you still have very strong lines you can hit. But the game since set 10 has dropped has changed so much. And now all the best decks, because like think about it, like you had like Surge Piccolo, Surge Goku were decks at the time. Yeah. I don't know when they fell off, but I'm just saying like those are the formats we're used to seeing. Those decks don't care about that card.
No.
They could care less. Oh, that's cool. I can't play my Zamasu. I'm going to rival this Goku.
Yep. I say
Like-
it's like now you're like, oh, Broly BR 4. They're like, damn, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. That's basically a baby. It's a 2-drop baby hatch,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And you're like,
Just gonna skip a turn.
Dark Broly 6. They're like, fuck, I need to find a Demigra. Like, it's just.
And the fact that it just adds a card from deck to hand.
Yeah, that part
every
is the
turn.
most underrated part. Obviously, Dark
Yeah.
Broly is the only deck in the format that uses it
Oh, man, it's so nice.
very
though.
well. But I'm going to be honest with you. Surge Cell could definitely just play this card and be one of the top tier decks, I think. I think Surge Cell is actually.
They do have a ball, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cell
man, I
has a
forgot
ball.
about that. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
But you can also play the Frieza balls. It's not
Yeah,
limited. That
yeah.
deck can easily play Frieza's balls.
Yeah.
So it's like perfect in that deck. Because that deck itself has a fog. It crushes your balls the board 2 turns in a row. Along with Meki Kabura stopping them from playing. I'm like, yo, this shit might be a little out of hand.
Yeah. And not that it's great, but if in Dark Broly, if you have the Toa, for 1 energy, you have a draw leap.
Yep. Pretty good.
Meki Kabura and Toa, 2 cards.
I said, not bad.
It's not bad. So Trevor, I'm assuming it was your pick. I'm assuming you're on the same. It sounds like.
Buy this card.
Yep.
I have 3 right now. I need to buy a 4th one.
I have 7. I'm trying to buy more. I'm not trying to buy more at 25, only because I have 7.
Yeah.
But I am trying to buy more. If anybody got one for 15 for me, message me.
All right. I guess it's my turn.
Yep.
I'm picking Alt Art Foil Sensu Bean.
Oh.
Alt Art Foil
Damn.
Sensu Bean.
That's rough.
It is going, last I checked, for 40.
Buy.
It's going for 40.
Yeah, I'm buying. The card sucks, actually, these days. Sensu Bean is not very good in this format. It has been very good the past couple formats. But it's iconic enough of a thing to the Sensu Bean in the game. Like, it was like a staple for so long in the game. And then on top of that, it's staple to the show, the anime. It's Sensu Bean. It's the only Sensu Bean card we have. I think when the game dies, whenever that happens, I don't think anytime soon. The game has a very bright future right now.
It's healthy.
When the game dies, let's say 15 years from now, it's dead. No one's playing DBS card game. Sensu Bean's a card people want to go back and get. They're going to want the high-end version. You're like 45 years old, trying to have a midlife crisis. You're like, man, I want to fucking blink out my old DBS card, dude. I mean, that's what that is, though. Like,
Yeah.
to be honest, that's like the Magic guys who like buy like Power 9 and shit like that. They're fucking midlife crisis. I want to have all the stuff I used to play when I was a kid. Sure. I would want Sensu Beans for. I'm fucking 45 years old. I hope I'm making at least 60, 70K a year. I can afford to buy some Sensu Beans. So
Yeah.
that's the card. You know,
Okay.
that's staple.
All right. What you got?
Buy also.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just mainly just what Mike just said. Like, Sensu Bean, it sucks right now, but you know, it is what it is. It's like one of the first staple cards that, you know, from set 1, and you know, it just looks good, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It is a nice looking
It just
card, bro.
looks-
Yeah.
Got my boy Corn on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are you buying?
No.
Are you sitting?
I'm sitting.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting.
Okay.
I'm
well,
not. I just feel like I understand the logic. I just don't think there's enough of a profit there.
Really?
I don't say. I mean, what price do you think it could get up to?
$200, $300.
I think you're wrong.
Because before there was like $70, right?
Yeah. All right. So listen to my logic on this one, and because you're getting into the collecting of this game, like the higher end cards. Anniversary box year one is lower printed than every set.
Really?
Yes, and it wasn't guaranteed, and you weren't guaranteed.
I didn't know that.
So foil sensu bean is a whole hell of a lot of money if you really like think about it that way, long term wise.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know.
Like if like,
I can see it.
I could bet money that there's more signature trunks than there are foil sensu beans.
Really?
I look at GTS's order system to order.
Yeah, I know, yeah, right.
Like I know what we could have ordered of Assault of the Saiyans. I know what we could order of Anniversary Box.
Okay.
There was guaranteed to be 2 signed cards per case of Assault of the Saiyans. There was not guaranteed to be any sensu beans in those 4 boxes you got in a display.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. And I need 4 sensu beans to play for if I'm an older person coming back to the game once it's dead. I need 4 sensu beans. I only need 1 trunks for my collection.
Yeah.
So
I mean, right now there are 17 available at 40.
yeah, I mean, if I didn't have them, I'd buy them. I'm saying like, and right now, like I don't buy cards at 100% ever unless I'm desperate.
Right.
I normally buy around 70, 80%.
Right.
And I mean, that's most
now,
people.
if I saw them at 30,
You'd buy them, right?
I'd probably buy them.
Yeah, so like, if someone was like,
But that's still probably like my top though. I don't think I'm spending more than 30.
That's where I'm at right now, because just based off where its market price is,
Yeah.
sure. But I'm always 70, 80% on buying that card. And I would just buy it. Like if somebody's like, I got beans for sale. I'm like, are you selling at 70, 80% of market price? And they say, yeah, I'm buying.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
fair.
anybody should be buying anything at face, because if you know how the selling actually works, you know that the person who, you know the person who sold it to you didn't get that amount of money.
Right.
So why would I even have to pay that amount of money?
True.
And you know the TCG player takes a percentage.
15% in fees right now, eBay 20% in fees.
Right.
So why the hell am I even paying this amount of
Why
money?
am I even considering to pay you TCG low?
Exactly. Makes no sense.
Absurd.
Every time someone says it to me, I say, how about you go fucking sell it on TCG low then?
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm like, yeah, exactly. We can talk 80%. I
Right.
would like 70% if I'm buying a lot more stuff from you, but we can talk 80%. I'm fine with it.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, those are good points. Good points. All right. Let's go to round 2.
All right, round 2. Sell Zeno.
Oh shit. What is he right now?
Last I saw 485, but you guys got the things up right now. But I'm very interested in your takes, and I'm gonna give you my take on it after I hear yours.
All right. Trevor, you're up.
So Zeno.
At 485.
They're 485?
It's 350 right
350
now.
right now. Okay, so it's
450.
dropped.
There's one 350, but it is someone who has never sold on TCG Player before.
I'm never buying from this person.
Now go to the
I'm
next
not
one.
giving them $350. There's one with 8,000 sales, 100% at 430.
430. So that's
So we'll say
that's
430
the
is the
real
price.
price.
Market price 272. Listed median is 450.
Sit.
Sit.
Okay.
Okay.
I would say like sit on every single secret rare.
Okay, I like that stance. That's a good stance. Where you at, Jim?
This is a very tough question because of how volatile this market is with SCRs. It is a very, very
I'm
tough
gonna
question.
drop some heat on you though, so I want to hear what you gotta say.
You're gonna say so. You're gonna say so. I don't know. Sell the sell.
I'm gonna buy.
Damn, Jim.
I'm gonna buy.
I'm gonna buy as well. And
So-
let me tell.
Hold on, no. Let me give my piece. I am buying because this card right now, right? It's playable in Mecha.
Mhm.
Okay. Mecha's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think the deck is as real as people say it is.
Mhm.
Everyone's gonna play it,
Yeah, for sure.
but this is one of the most powerful cards I've seen in my life
Of any
It's
card,
free.
of any card game.
of any card game. It's free and has deflect and rips 3 cards.
Yeah.
That alone, if it didn't have 40K, if it said
20K.
20K,
Bro,
double
it's still
strike, I'd be like,
Slap it in my deck.
only rip 3 cards out of your hand, bro.
Mhm.
It has dual attack,
Yep.
and it's a 12 drop.
and it also has quadruple strike. That is actually on the card. So I got 2 shots at killing you.
Potentially, I can kill you from 8 to 0.
It could happen.
So, and the second, anytime a deck makes this card playable in the deck, which is plenty of decks,
Mhm.
but obviously there will be new yellow cards. There will be new green cards.
Every time.
Every time we get new yellow and green cards, there's a potential this is the card to play, and it's just you have to have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I could see this card easily hitting like $700-800.
Yep.
Easily.
Very easily.
That's true.
I'm going to go even deeper than what Jim. All Jim's points, extremely valid.
Yeah.
All from play-wise. All right, so everybody's nuts about Apex right now. Everybody's like, oh, Apex is all this money. There are, on PSA's website, there are 68 graded Apexes right now. Then there are only 13 graded Celzinos. They have the exact same fucking pull rate. Exact same pull rate. 13 to 68. Same pull rate. Why are we valuing one much higher than the other one? Don't tell me because it's Goku and Vegeta, because Cell is just as iconic as they are at this point, to be honest. People love Cell. And that scene from Apex is from the manga. Most people who play this card game have no idea about that scene at all. They didn't know that's the only colored page in that chapter.
Right.
Celzino is one of the most powerful and iconic cards in the Dragon Ball Hero game. Now, most people in America have not played that. But these are two different things. Like, the manga is a Japanese thing, right? And so is Dragon Ball Heroes. Cell Zeno is literally, I mean, it's very, very iconic. When the Switch game came here, a lot of people who played it learned who Cell Zeno is and what it does over in that game. Very iconic card there. Very iconic image. I think that we're looking, and there's the fact that Apex has been a less played. There's more graded, right? And it's less played because it was just Goku, Vegeta, and people didn't play Invoker, right? So you are guaranteed to see more 10s on Apex than Cell Zeno, because everybody who owns a Cell Zeno has played that motherfucker. You're not wrong. There's not going to be very many 10
That's
Cell
a good
Zeno.
point. That's a good point.
We've been shuffling up Cell Zenos like crazy.
Oh, bro, I ripple shuffle the hell out of my
That's what I'm
Cell
saying.
Zeno.
We've been
Granted, I just never owned a card. So
but people, think about it. Like, if you're into collecting, Cell Zeno is same pull rate, way less graded, and it's played a lot more. I mean,
I tell you what, too,
It is
if
played
you
a lot
need it, too, go buy it now, because this new person on TCG Player isn't going to sell a $350 card anytime soon. But you can still say, hey, TCG low's $350. Let me get 75%.
exactly.
That feels a lot better than saying 75% of $430.
This is your time to strike. But I promise you guys, if you're into grading, Cell Zeno is the one you want graded. I'm actually in the market. Like, when in real life events start back up, I will be buying every Cell Zeno I can get that is in good condition. Like, that's the card I think, because I'm looking at the gradings of everything. Like, which I'm not normally into this type of thing, but my best friend's really into it now. So, like, he talks to me nonstop about it. The guy I work at his comic book shop and do stuff for, he's always talked to me about, like, grading processes and eBay and all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay, why would I not take a shot at something? You got to pick something and take your shot. And I was looking at it the other day when everybody's talking about Apex to me. I was like, Cell Zeno is the least graded SCR.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point.
Of the second most expensive set in the game. I want every Cell Zeno I can get that I think is going to at least come back a 9.8. I don't want anything under a 9.8, but.
Fair enough.
okay.
All right, Trev, what you got for the
Let's
second
see.
one you just had to think of?
All right. What do y'all think about Lord Slug Super Namekian?
Lord
that
Slug,
the yellow one?
Super Namekian.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
The
Draft
Draft
Box
Box. Okay.
3. Giant Force. I'm looking him up right now so I can get a price.
He's got to be like, what, $17?
14.
Yeah.
It's 14.
14 now. It was up a couple weeks ago, 25.
Yeah. I traded him in value around 20 recently for an Apex, actually.
Yeah.
I sent a huge yellow package, like $500 worth of cards yellow package, because Mecha thankfully got me an Apex. Thank you, Sublet. And Sublet's friend. But that's tough. I think this is a card that, if we're just talking about playing the card, I don't think there's any real collectors anything in
Outside
this.
of
So
it being the draft box
there's
card
no
now.
reason
Yeah.
to sit on this card. I don't think there's any reason to sit. At this point, I am only selling. I don't think it's playable in anything. It's awful in Mecha. We've tested it. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. Now, if you just like Lord Slug,
Sure.
I guess you can buy. I mean, what is the market price is 17, so it's under market.
Yeah.
So you can buy it for a few bucks cheaper if you're, I mean, realistically, it's a super rare from a draft box.
Yeah.
So if any super rare from a draft box that I want to play, if I can get it for 10 or less, I'm buying it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would say I'm selling. But if for some reason you just love Lord Slug and want to play it, you can buy, I guess. But I'm selling. That's my answer.
Granted, I am a fan of Lord Slug.
I'm selling. The card sucks.
Yeah.
I think it's physically unplayable. I think people who play it are not being realistic in what they expect to play against. So I say this card's unplayable. It's $14. I could probably sell it for 10. That's $40 for my playset. No matter of fact, somebody wants, I got a playset right now. Send me $35 on PayPal. You got it.
Hey, there you go.
I mean, I would say sell also because I sold Mike 2 of them, right?
Yeah, he did. He did sell me 2 of them, and I learned real fast how bad that card was. I said,
Dang.
holy shit, this card's terrible. Like
The broken.
know
Mm-hmm.
How to get that? I mean, he bet. He's like, "Yo, Trev, I need to test it out for the jury." And I was like, "You know what? Fine, here."
I tested out for Jiren. Shit
He's like,
sucked.
Yeah, he's like, "No, this is not a."
And you know what else, too? I just looked up Angela from the same draft box. He's only 8.
Yeah.
I could easily see them just being the same price.
It should be the same price.
So definitely sell. Don't even buy. Just wait.
Yep.
There's no reason to play right now.
Buy it when it's $4. It'll
Yeah.
happen in the next 2 months.
That was a good one. All right. Am I the last one?
Yeah.
This is it.
I've done 2. He's done 2.
Okay. All right. Last one. Okay. This is a set 1 card.
Oh, baby.
I just realized both of mine were set 1,
Mhm.
but my Sense of Being was a reprint, so
Yeah.
alternate. So
Yeah, okay.
I can get it past, I guess. Godbreak Son Goku SPR. What are you doing? To give you some background.
It's like what, 190 right now?
Well, here, let me give you some background, okay? It was 40. Okay.
Okay.
It was 40. Their current low is 60. There are only 3 listings on TCG Player. It is for 60, 95, and 200. Now, 200 is from Overdose. I don't even count that as being real.
Yes. Disclaimer to everybody: do not buy from Overdose Game on
buy
TCG
from
Player.
Overdose Game, yeah.
Yeah, I was a fan of Overdose until like a couple months ago, until they like screwed me out of like an order that I really
Yeah.
wanted, bro. I said, fuck those guys.
Yeah, they're done. I would say I am sitting. I'm not selling. I'm not buying. Like I think every set 1 SPR, this is the worst time to buy. But I think it's also going to be the best time to buy if you really want them, only because they're never going down again. And this is my logic. There was no SCR that set. SPRs were the SCRs of that set.
Mm-hmm.
The set's been out of print for a long time. It is the first set of a game. So let's look at Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur from set 1 of Pokemon. Okay. We're like, I'm not saying they're going to hit those prices, but what they are to that set is that's what they are though. So
Yeah.
if you want them, you have to buy them now or within the next like week or so, hoping somebody undercutting slightly. But you're never going to see them at the prices they once were ever again. They're going to stay up. Chris just sold a Resurrected Terra for 70. Like he actually just sold. He just listed and sold it for 70 on TCG Player.
That's crazy. I just picked that one up for 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Hopefully whoever bought it isn't listening, because that probably feels real bad.
yeah, I say like it is nice having multiple friends who have eBay stores and TCG Player stores and they're selling these cards to people. So I get a little glimpse at like what's actually being like bought. He showed it to me and everything. I was like, holy shit. He's like, I have another one. I want to list it, but I kind of want to keep it because I'm collecting it. So I was like, he sold it for 70. I don't see it going no lower, man. Because like now, anybody who does, like the correct way to me to have like look at pricing for TCG Player is have a seller account and look at the last one sold. The last one sold is going to be $70 now.
Yep.
That's true.
So
Yep.
now you can't say no one's buying it for that because they
are.
They have.
Yeah.
So that sucks. I mean, so I'm either sitting, and if I want it for my collection, I might have to just buy, but I don't want it, so I'm sitting personally. But
Okay.
this is if you're a collector, this is the time to buy because it's never going. Set 1's never. There are a lot of SPRs that went up recently. They're going to come
That's
down.
fake. Most
That's
of it's
fake.
fake.
That's fake.
Those are watch my latest video.
Yeah.
They're fake.
But the set 1, because there's no SCR, those are the SCRs of the set pretty much.
Yeah.
You have to buy now because they're not coming down.
All right, Trev, what you got?
I would say set also for mainly the points that Mike might just like literally just explain everything that you needed to know about the about set 1. But I would say set also but if you're into seal products, yo, set 1 boxes, juice. Bro.
Oh yeah.
Third most expensive box right now.
I bought when I got into a seal product game, I bought the set 1 for $65. This was like during the middle of quarantine. I was like, $65. All right, sure. I think still boxes right now are $600.
Woo.
Mm-hmm. High.
Yeah.
Broken knows what he's talking about, guys.
Yeah, it's because those cards. People want those SPR. The collectors, they want certain cards real bad, and that's those SPRs they want. So, when they found out that you weren't guaranteed to get all 4 in a case, you only get 2.
Yeah,
they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So it's tough, man.
I say buy.
You say buy, yeah.
I say buy. Like, now it depends on the price, right? These cards too. These should not be cards that you just go online and buy for a set price. This is a card that you should be haggling on.
You should be haggling, and you should be inspecting it too.
You should be inspecting, negotiating. So here's the thing, though. With these set 1 SPRs, any under 50, if you just have disposable income, like just have some fun money to go with, and you're deciding I want to invest in something, and it's not the stock market, just grab a set 1 SPR, and specifically grab Goku. Goku is one of the cheapest ones right now. And he's the most iconic Dragon Ball character from the first set of Dragon Ball Super.
Those Broly's, though?
Yeah, those Broly's are wild.
Broly's are beautiful. It's 80 right now. He's 80. Hit is 37. And Frieza...
I'll still buy those. I'll buy those, actually.
Let's see.
I have the hits. I have full play set. It's nice.
I don't know why Frieza is the only one that didn't come up as a related item. That's kind of silly. But anyways, as I'm pulling it up, though, I just think that there is money to be made on this card. I could easily see this going up towards like signature kind of cards.
I think there's less of them than the signatures.
Yeah. So, and for Frieza, they got bought out. There is one left, but some guy got it signed by the DBS Bang Zoom dub. I don't know what the hell that even means.
He has it up there for
DBS
like $40,
Bang Zoom dub voice actor for Frieza signed.
I kind of want it now because I don't know what that is.
I don't know what Bang Zoom.
I like banging.
Can you look this up? Are you looking this up?
I like banging, and I use Zoom every day when I teach, so I need that.
Bandai. You said Bandai Bang Zoom?
DBS Bang Zoom.
Bang Zoom, baby.
Bang Zoom.
This has got to be something Asian. No disrespect to anybody Asian when I say it, but it's got to be, right? Like,
I mean, we're all sitting here in America and have never heard of it.
Yeah, like, this has got to be like an Asian, like the Thai dub or something like that.
So I don't know what you can get these cards for at this point because they are selling out, and there's been big buyouts recently by collectors.
Yeah.
But if you can find any of these set 1 SPRs for under 50, I'm buying.
All right, it's just a voice. It's like it's an audio production studio. Bang Zoom.
America?
Bang Zoom. What does that mean?
It's just a company. Bang Zoom.
But it's an American though.
Yeah.
Maybe this is one of the dubs. Like
yeah.
Maybe it's one of the old dubs.
But it's a Dragon Ball Super card. Why is it an old dub?
I don't know, bro. This don't make any sense to me.
He says $40 for it.
Maybe
right?
maybe somebody else can give us more info.
I'm going to their website.
But he's selling it for 40. So I don't know. But yeah, other than that, it is completely sold out. And there were ones up there for 70. Chris said he sold one for 70. I lucked out. I picked one up for 30.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Shout out to our locals, man. I got a good hookup. But yeah, I would say any of these, man. Pick them up. They're going to be worth. I easily see every set 1 SPR going over 100.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see that very easily within the next year.
I mean, if the box is 600, why would those not be that, right?
Now, Goku himself, I could see it being a $500 card eventually.
At some point.
The God break.
I think it could be a $500 card. So I think you buy. Now, you have to believe in what I'm saying. That's up to you.
This Bang Zoom stuff is real crazy. They got furniture on their website. I don't know what's going on here.
All right, we got to get off the Bang Zoom.
Yeah,
All right.
next segment.
So well, before we keep going, so we're done with sip by sell, but I'm gonna kind of hand it over to Trevor. So we've had a lot of people asking us about basically what are the smart ways to buy in. We have a lot of people who want to play, but they're getting turned off because they see some of these cards get bought out, right? Like you see, if you wanted to play Mecha Frieza and you didn't buy the cards early, like you probably should have, and wait it till the deck got played, those cards, like every staple was $20 or more. So the deck was like insanely priced, and you got to buy sell Xeno. So that's an expensive deck, bro. Like I was looking at it, calling myself an idiot because I'm like, why am I not selling this? why am I playing this? Just have fun.
In my book bag right here, there's a Mecha deck, max rarity.
Mine is also max rarity.
And there's an Invoker deck, minus 2 cards, max rarity.
I also have an Invoker deck over there, max rarity.
Walk around with them expensive decks, baby. Gotta have them, you know? It's fun. Don't sell. Jim's talking crazy.
Oh, I know. I haven't sold. You can see I've got about 15,000 cards sitting right behind me.
Yeah.
That's not exaggerating. So anyways, Trevor, what kind of advice, steps, strategies can these people do to get in the game that don't really have a collection to go off of?
All right, first of all, I would say to get into the game.
Yeah, like we're talking like newer players. Maybe they bought a box here or there, but like they realistically don't have a real collection to build off of.
Hey man, just go ahead and just choose a character that you like. Like say like Mecha Frieza, for instance, right? If you just like the character and you just do your research, basically. Do your research on like some cards or like a color that you like in general. And, just do your research and see what cards that like other people's like deck lists and stuff like that. And see, well, I just went blank. It just see like
Trev's on the spot.
It's the stream, man.
He
I
knows.
told you.
It's
I told you.
He normally does it pre-recorded and practices when
Yeah.
He can edit. We don't edit.
We're just in here.
But I'm just saying, like, if you like if you just like something in general, just do your research. There's YouTube. YouTube is like a big thing on just information that you can get into, and also the Facebook group. But just go ahead and for what I do, like I said, I do what I just said. I go on YouTube and just research by like just clicking on other people's YouTube channels, and that's just how I do things basically. And I just go on TCG Player and see like what the lowest rarities of things are, because I don't want to break the bank. I'm not like you guys, I don't have like a lot of money to spare.
Trev got all the money. Don't let Trev fool you. Trev got the OnlyFans camera with the Blue Yeti.
Granted, I do buy for equipment.
He does have a Blue Yeti.
Mm-hmm. That's like what, $300 mic?
No.
Nah.
It's like 100 some.
So like 100, so like $120.
Yeah, sure.
But that's with the boom mic
with
and everything.
with the big ass gaming
With the
computer.
boom. He said with the boom.
Exactly. Don't let Trev fool
You
you.
got the Bang Zoom too, bro?
Yeah,
I don't have the Bang Zoom.
mic.
That's it. He films for Bang Zoom.
Yeah, stop telling people, bro.
But
But other than that, bro, man, marketing is just like what you gotta be reasonable with your own pocket and how deep you want to get into the game. Also,
my advice for you guys, which I don't take my own advice. I'm spending crazy money. Don't even. We're on something else over here.
We're idiots.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, like even outside the whole color thing, don't come into the game expecting to spend less than $200. There are decks,
Absolutely.
that's true.
but you're gonna have to spend $200. Like you're just gonna have to. It's
You gotta get the staples.
That's every card game. I'm not trying to find this. Every card game. If you want to play TCGs, they are pricey. It is a hobby, so you're not required to play it. And a lot of times we feel, I guess, like an entitlement. Like we should be able to do whatever we want to do. We should be able to have all the cards. It doesn't work that way. Sadly, I wish it did. It would save me a lot more money. But just expect to spend $200. Right? You can buy most decks, budget version, like minus the SCR and the budget version of a deck for $200. There are decks like Reboot Gohan you can get for like $40.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that might not be your play style. But you can play a mid-range style blue deck, green deck, low rarity for about $200.
Take Blue Baby.
Yeah, blue baby. If you
You don't put in Baby Hatch, that deck is probably $50.
exactly, it's not expensive at all. So you can well, big bangs are still $15 right now. So
Okay, so maybe $100.
yeah, maybe $100, and boom, you have a deck. You just don't have the best version of the deck, but that's the best version is going to be
Still
expensive.
very playable.
Think about it like this: if you were buying a car, right? You're like, I need to buy a car for transportation. You aren't but you have a limit on what you can spend. You still get a car that works and gets you there. You didn't get a Benz because you can't afford the Benz. That's what owning the SCRs are at this point. It's the luxury of having the money to buy those cards and play them. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Just play low rarity of all the other cards and you'll be fine. So that's my advice. Because a lot of people message me. I see people in the groups talking, and they're just like, it's so expensive. Yes, you're talking about playing a deck that you saw a deck list of the best players in the game, or just somebody who has all the cards built, and that's expensive. Like, if you want to copy a deck list that I make, it's gonna be pricey because I did not build my deck like handcuffed. I already had the cards.
Right.
You're coming into the game. You gotta think you are behind. Can you catch up? Sure, but to catch up in anything in life costs what? Resources, whether it be money, time, energy, something. It costs something to catch up. So just keep that in mind. Like, my strategy is always telling people to buy a color. You just buy a color.
Yep.
And that's the best way to go. But like, outside of that, just if you don't want to buy a color, buy a deck. It's with $200 and you'll be fine. And then save up for the SCR. You know, you're going to have to. And the best SCRs to own, Cell Zeno, the new Kai, really, well, that's other SCRs aren't even needed. They're like real archetype dependent. Baby Hatch for blue.
And, you know, try to find a friend that actually has like a deck themselves, like an extra deck.
Yeah.
And you just buy off of them and they'll give you a good price.
Yeah, I sell cards to my friends all the time at extremely low prices.
We sell to people in the Discord for extremely low prices.
Low prices. Exactly. Like, not everybody's trying to hit you over your head. Understand that, you know, you can go and ask people in places for a deal, but don't go to like TCG Player looking for the deal. That's not the deal.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
You don't go to the mall looking for a deal. Like, you're like, I want to buy this new primitive shirt, like the Majin Buu drop primitive shirt. You're not going to go to Zoomies and think you're about to get a deal at Zoomies on it. No. Right. You're going to go to somebody else who you know has it and ask them, could you get a deal on it? That's how you should approach that if you're trying to like get in there at a lower price than what it is. So
I don't know though. No one's giving you a deal on that.
No. I mean, no, people give them. I like, message me if I got it. You're getting.
But yeah, I agree with you though. Like it takes more than just, okay, I'm gonna go buy on TCG.
Yeah,
you have to I think to kind of just add on to that, you have to play the market and pay attention. Mm-hmm. You have to pay attention. If you were paying attention before this set dropped, you could have pre-ordered the Kai for $130.
You could have had a Baby Hatch for $90, right?
I bought a Baby Hatch for $90.
Yeah, because Jim didn't have the card, and he played my baby deck one night and was like, "Dan, this is fun." He's like, "Should I buy it first?" I said, "Yeah, because that card doesn't do anything but go up from here."
Right.
And now the card's 150, 160.
Right.
So,
same thing. Red Broly, you could have picked that up at one point for $100. It's now over $200. So you have to, like you said, pick a color, know what you want to play, and pay attention to the market. Mm-hmm. And when it drops, that's when you buy, or that's when you also have to get involved with your local scene.
Mm-hmm.
And some people aren't fortunate enough to have one, but if you have a local community, ask them. Our local community buys an insane amount of product.
They do.
We almost always have all the cards.
Yep.
Like multiple people.
The only cards I can't find locally sometimes are foils
and promos.
Yeah, and promos. Like, but the promo thing is,
that's a whole other. We could go on like another half-hour tangent on that.
Booster set, draft box, anniversary box cards. We always have them amongst everybody in our local area.
All of them. So hit up your locals and see what they have, and don't be a dickhead. Yeah. Sell and buy at your locals at a good price.
Yep.
Don't sell a TCG low. That's ridiculous.
Like what I do, so I know Mike is buying a lot of product, or Jimmy buying a lot of product. I just wait for them to bust those.
Yeah, he got the Boo SCR for me.
Yeah.
Bust those bad boys open. I was like, yo, I need these cards.
Trevor every time's like, hey, let me know what you got. I'm like, all right, I got you, bro. And then like people are not going to keep every card from their case. They're not. No. even the people who open a lot, like I do not keep every card. There's no way I was keeping all those cards. Not that I couldn't like keep them. I could, but that's just a lot of clutter, man. So I got to get rid of some of this stuff. Like I sold every non-foil, common, uncommon, and rare for $10 to a local guy from this set. I was like, bro,
That's insane.
You can pick this shit up for $10.
To put that in perspective, I sold online a playset of everything for $70.
Yeah. This guy got
10 is insane.
$10 for all of it.
Or maybe it was 60. I don't know. Either way, 5 times or more than what you paid.
I just, because you have so much clutter.
And a lot of local shops have just a common box of non-foils to go grab stuff from.
They absolutely do.
And if you don't have some of these staples, like, I don't know, what's a random card? Like a super combo, right?
Yeah.
Like if you don't have like super combos, just ask your locals, man.
Someone's got it.
Someone's got it. I've given away so many damn cards that are worth nothing.
My
I don't
boy
care.
Vin wanted Vegeta GT super combos, the blue one. Put one in bottom, draw
Yeah.
two.
Oh yeah.
He was like, God damn it, I gotta buy them all from one seller so I get them at one time. So he paid $15.
Oh my God.
I said, what the
That's
fuck?
terrible.
I said, Vin, I had those. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Like, just cost yourself money, bro. You could have got those for free off of me.
Yeah. So be smart, be ahead of the market,
Just ask around.
ask around. And you've got to play.
Yeah.
You've got to play.
You got to know the meta, like
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah, you can't just try to hop in and just buy random things. It doesn't work that way.
You gotta figure a deck to play, and you gotta play these tournaments too. Like, if you think about the first webcam tournaments, you should have been in every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because just for participation alone, you could have doubled your money.
Yep.
If you did that for 5 tournaments, that's already at least $100. You
that's
minimum,
more.
You've made $100, but you should have made way more than that.
Yeah, you could have made like probably about $300 because it was 2 different waves of it.
I paid for over half of my winter hat jacks just off paying to participate in Gen Con events.
Yep, and those winter hatches are very expensive cards if you don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, they're very, very
So
expensive.
that's the thing, right? Like you just gotta get in there where you can. Start slow. Don't expect to catch up to the big dog at your locals, like the top dog. And
Yeah.
don't think you're gonna have the deck he has. Unless you're willing to spend the money that he has spent over time on that deck. That's just how it goes. Like most people, you'd be like, oh, a Booney's before it went down recently. You'd be like, a Booney was like $60. Yeah, he didn't get a Booney when it was $60. He got a Booney when it was $20 when it first came out.
Exactly.
And you just happen to see it at this price now. So it's like, damn.
And you think, oh, you can't get into the game. No, like it's you have to buy smart.
Yeah.
And if you know you're playing this color and you see these cards for a good price, you need to pick them up.
Yeah.
If you complain later, that's on you.
Yeah, you can't think that SRs being $20 are not unrealistic.
No.
You-
If it's playable,
Yeah, you look at any other card game.
look at Violent Rays. Look at Dormant Potential.
Yeah.
Dormant Potential, you could have picked those up at one point. They were on TCG for $10.
So we're finding the race.
$10.
Dark Broly SR was $4 at one point.
Yeah.
It went up
Those
to
are-
90 at one point though recently. So it's like
Yeah.
everybody's like, this card should be 90. You're right, but you guys didn't buy it when it was in rotation and the deck wasn't that good because nobody had cracked it open yet. And now we've moved on to the next set. The way this goes, every set, I promise you, it's all factual. Whenever the set comes out, so we're on set 12 right now. Every SR right now that's playable and good is lower than what it's going to be when set 13 comes out.
Absolutely. Every time.
Every time. Every single time. That's how I made money off PPG when I took down that stuff. It was just an anniversary box like this big right here. Like this big. One box. $1,800 worth of card. Most expensive card in that box to put in perspective for you was the Vegeta Unison from set 11. Okay? That's the most. There's 5 of them in there. Most expensive card. So how the hell did I get to $1,800? Well, that's because I had older cards from sets that we played. There was cards like Dormant Potential in there. Cards like, not Violent Rays, that wasn't in there. But there was cards like that in this box. I had Dark Broly SRs in that box. There was stuff like that in it. So it always shoots up. Like, I don't listen to somebody who wants your card saying that it's going to go down. They're lying to you. So anybody who wants your cards, assume they're lying to you. It's a safe bet. TCGs are like that. They're like, I think it's going to go down. Then why you want to think it's going to go down? Why don't you just get it when it goes down then, right?
Right.
So don't listen to that. The cards go up every single time. They go up until they become irrelevant cards. Once it becomes a relevant card, it's going to drop down drastically.
You don't want it then anyway.
You don't want it then. Like, I'll use HOM as a great example. HOM in its prime was a $35 SPR in its prime when it was like the best deck. It right now is a $47 card.
Sure is.
I mean, I helped make it that high by topping with it recently, years after it was good. But the fact of the matter is, if you would have got it at its high before 35, it had dropped down to being 15. I bought mine for 15. So now it's worth more money, and people are upset about that because they want HOM all of a sudden.
You also got to check if the SR has an SPR version of it.
Yeah. If a SR has an SPR version
Or an alternate art.
Height
of Mastery came in the Magnificent Collection.
Correct.
It's 77 cents.
Just buy the alt art. You can't always have all the nice shiny things. And that's another thing. If they continue this box topper style of boxes, which I love,
those are juicy.
Anything with the SPR is probably gonna go down.
Yep.
There's more of those than the SRs that don't have an SPR. Those are the ones that are gonna go up.
Yep.
That's
SRs without an SPR.
That's why Violent Rays and that's why Dark Broly went up. They
Dormant
didn't
Potential.
Dormant Potential. They don't. They
Even
do not
Bulma Bunny Girl has always held value, and people barely ever even
play
play
the card. It's because at the
Don't
end of the
have
day,
SPR versions.
no have SPR version. So when the card is going to be played, it's going to be worth more money because no one's cracking the set open. And like everybody overbuys in Dragon Ball. Everybody who's like opening product, they overbuy. I told you earlier in this segment, I'm on the hook for 3 cases of Battle Evolutions. I 100% expect all those reprints to be at a decent price, but to plummet within the first week. I'm going to take an L on that if I sell all of them immediately. But I know if I hold, they're going to go up. So I just have to play. I have to play it smart. I sell some up front for the hype price on the release, but whatever doesn't sell that first weekend, I just have to hold. I have no choice. It's where I'm at. So keep that in mind.
And I think Trevor too had a really good point about buying smart. Like, I see people dropping insane amounts of cash on these new tournament promos.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to play those decks. Like, say you decided to invest in black, right? So black's your color.
Mm-hmm.
You do not. That doesn't mean because these tournament promos are $30, just because a card is expensive does not mean you have to pick it up to play that color.
Correct.
There's plenty of black decks you can play. In fact, they're all pretty much archetype locked.
Yes.
So you just don't play those 2 decks, right? Gogeta and Gohanks. You just don't play those cards, and you're completely fine.
Yeah, that shroom and salsa.
I say realistically, you should look at TPs because, like, all right, I love TPs. And I know a lot of people hate them. I love them. I like having the winners. But you say to yourself, do I need this card to play? In the past 3 sets, there have been very few that you need the TP to play the deck or the color.
Yep, that too.
You do need heroic prospects in blue. So, passing on heroic prospects is probably a bad call at the time when it was cheaper.
Yeah.
Now you got lucky and they said we'll reprint it for you. Like, so sure, the reprint's coming, but you can't play it none this time. So you're just waiting for a reprint. People are going to wait about 8-9 months for this reprint. That's what's pretty much happened since it released.
Mm-hmm.
Red Broly, they blessed us because people cried immediately about the Red Broly situation. But that was a TP you needed to play that deck. So if you wanted that deck, you had to drop the money. And then the Bardock, the dual attack Overwhelm 6 free Bardock.
That card went down to $5.
You should have bought that because you said this is a staple in black.
I bought that when it dropped for 50 a piece, thinking I was getting a deal because that card looked insane. It went down to 5. I hate it myself, and now
back
right where it should be.
So
probably will go much higher.
It will go. It's a staple. It is so. But this current one, there is no card in it. 0 cards that you have to buy to play meta relevant decks.
Absolutely.
Like, you could play Sin without that promo. You could play Launch without that promo.
Yes.
Launch is better with the promo, sure, but you don't have to play it. And then for the simple fact, like, the Sin's not even good right now, for real. It's okay. I like it. It's okay. It's tier 2-ish. Like, and ish is a stretch, to be honest. Like, it's just Mecha's a better yellow deck. So you don't need that card. Just play without it. You'll be fine. Like, there's no reason you should have to drop $45 on this promo. Unless you got it like that, but then that person who's got it like that isn't complaining though.
Yep.
So, but none of those cards are like, oh man, I can't play this color. I can't play. No, they're literally archetype locked, and they're locked to archetypes that aren't even great.
Yeah. And so if you think about it that way, and you just stick to a color, you buy the SRs early
and then get those TPs when they go down.
Now, when we say early, do not buy them on pre-release day. No, you wait about a few days after release, and you just watch prices just
go down every time.
Literally, just pick up whatever color you pick. Just pick up the cards and hold them. Just pick up the cards and hold them. If you did that, you'd be able to play Dark Broly for literally like nothing.
I think Dark Broly
So cheap.
was all the cards at their lowest price outside of the Demigra that's in the deck now, but people do play without that Demigra at times. I have seen it. It has topped without the Demigra recently. I think if you look at lowest points on all those cards, if you would have got them, you're looking at a $47 deck.
Insane. So even if you picked up the Demigras, and if you were smart, you could have picked them up at 25.
Yeah, they were 25. Yep.
You're still under 200.
Yeah. Like I said, $200 your entry point for card games.
Or tier 1 deck.
For the tier 1 deck, actually.
Yeah, that's the deck to play, right? So everyone, yeah. So just buy smart, pick a color, invest a few days after release. Look on the shops, get in. Don't buy off TCG if you can help it. Go to your locals. Go on the Facebook groups. Please do trusted sellers on the Facebook. Don't do some random guy. Look to see people you have mutual friends with, or honestly,
ask a question. Just like, who's ever done business with this guy?
Ask,
Yeah, you do like
ask
reference
us.
checks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like ref checks because they can get their friends to go on. I was actually in a Facebook chat where people would say, hey, can you ref check me? And every ref check would be someone from the chat. And it was all people that didn't know each other.
Well, that's sus.
So yeah, I don't trust ref checks for real. I just ask whoever I'm mutual friends with. But if you're not, just ask one of us. One of us, honestly, probably has done business with him. If we haven't, I'm at this point in the game, I'm not buying from people I don't know.
Yeah,
I've done business with way too many people.
Yeah,
It's just I'm only buying from people I know at this point. So you can ask us, and if we say no, just don't buy the card. But that's where you're gonna find the deals. That's how you're gonna save the money.
you say the most money. Just come shop with me. To be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
and me too.
Yeah, I say I don't know what Jim's selling points are. I know my selling points are real low, and everybody's like, "Damn, that's low." I'm like, "Yeah, man,
Mine are low, but for people in the Discord, they're real low.
Yeah, so you could
Now,
always.
I might not give you that if you just randomly join the Discord and say, "Hey, man, I want to buy some cards."
Yeah,
but for people that support us, we look out for you.
I support
The
you.
Discord discount.
But like
That's
realistically though, hey man, when a set drops, I open a lot of product, and if you're having a hard time getting a decent price, you can probably come to me and know you're gonna get 70% TCG player.
Yep.
Most likely, but you paying for shipping though. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not paying for your shipping.
On Candy Shop, I'm typically always 70 to 80%.
Yeah, 70 to 80% is my normal.
Depends
thing.
on the card.
And to be honest with you, like if it like you just said, depends on the card. Like if you want SCR, okay, it's probably 80%. But if you want like just SRs that I just don't care, sure, man. Just,
Make me an offer.
Make me an offer. Like,
What do you want to pay? You got it.
yep. So it really just depends on what's going on. But there are always people making deals, man. Claim sales. Those are golden to get cards. You see people do claim sales. They'll be like, claim this set for 40. Be like, I got 29 on it, and nobody else wants the shit. This person doing a claim sale.
Oh, bro, I'll go on to claim sales and I will wait until an hour after he's posted, and then I scroll back through on what no one has claimed and be like, claim this, and I'll put in some insane price. They'll take it half the time.
Yeah, because they need money. Nobody's doing. I should say nobody. 99% of the people who do a claim sell are not claim selling because
We're bored.
they're bored. They're like, fuck, life happened. I have stuff that's worth money.
Or they just want money.
Yeah, or
like,
they just
they're
want
just
money.
like, damn, I could really use a couple hundred right now.
Yep. So they go ahead and put their stuff out there. Claim sell. I didn't cleaned up on some claim sales. I'm like shooting wild numbers. They're like,
Me too.
They're like, I want 10 each. I'm like, you can get 6 each. They're like, sure.
All right. Well, we're going super late. But if you guys like this kind of stuff, for one, let us know so we can keep doing these segments. But also make sure you subscribe to Trev's YouTube, BROK3N Honor. He does this. Well, you talk about whatever you.
I do. Well, I'm trying to do market watches. I updated it every Wednesday and Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, because like every Sunday was kind of like, oh man, I gotta wait until next week to talk about this, this price.
Yeah.
But I feel like twice a week, one midweek and the end of the week would cover the whole week basically. So yeah.
Nice. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to him. Check out. They're dope. I mean, he puts you ahead on this stuff. We all pay attention, but he pays attention way more than anybody I know.
Mm-hmm.
He's always looking.
Only person I know pay attention more is Chris, but Chris isn't into any of that stuff. So he's just in because he sells on TCG Player. So
Yeah.
But
And I do like little other content up there, just
yeah, you can watch me play games.
Yep.
You ever wonder what Mike's on? Trevor got videos of
on
me
BROK3N
playing.
Honor.
Let's Plays, just information that's about to come out.
Yeah.
Stuff
It's
like
dope,
that.
man. You guys got to check it out. He does dope stuff. All
Appreciate
right. Anything anyone wants to add before we get on the results of training?
Oh yeah. Do not buy any of those green Broly cards right now or Android 21 cards. I know that it's appetizing or whatever word, like intriguing to want to play the deck because you see new support, but those prices have went through the roof. Like
Green Broly.
Yeah, the set one, because they showed another card and they showed more cards
Battle
about evolutions for it.
Oh,
So
okay.
like Demonic
I
Strength
didn't
was,
even realize those prices went up again.
Demonic Restraint was coming down and then it went right back up. I said, "Oh my god!" Just because they showed you a card, it's like, so don't bite yet. I'll wait until
It'll come back down.
Yeah, it'll come back down. It's just hype. We just saw the deck do real bad for 2 weeks straight. So
Yeah.
don't think that card fixes it. It's a one drop. It didn't fix it. Yes, it didn't fix it. So
All right, here we go. Into results of training.
Results of training.
All right, we'll need to keep this a little brief. We're already at an hour 20.
Oh, baby, that's what I like to hear. Super Bowl in 30 minutes. So, we got. Are you ordering food or do we need to order?
Yeah, we need to order food.
Oh, yeah, we got.
We really got to go. All right, real quick, everyone can talk about a game they played. Who wants to start?
You go first.
I can go first?
Yeah.
All right. So I have been testing a lot of decks. I've been testing a lot of the top tier decks that people are saying is good. We tested Dark Broly, tested Mecha, tested Turles. At this point, based on our results of training, Invoker's the deck.
Oh, yeah, that is the deck.
Invoker's the deck.
They're not playing Red Broly.
Yeah, Red Broly's going down, and Invoker just kind of
Goes up.
cleans up with everybody, man. I'll talk about, I did play with some people on our Discord. Shout out to John, nameless in the Discord. He plays all the time. Cool guy.
He does.
He's been real into Vegeks, longtime listener. So I've talked to him a lot about Vegeks and helping him get his list right. And he's kind of leaned towards a little aggro swarm version with all the one drops.
Oh, yeah, the Hernandez special.
Yeah. Well, see, Hernandez is a little more mid-rangey, though.
I say, okay.
John's version is more aggressive. Hernandez's version it was more sit back and wait and just like kind of ping,
Yeah.
get incremental advantage. Where John's is more kind of similar to old, full gas, one drops. I'm gonna lose to green, but fuck it.
Oh, that's all I did here, baby.
But it's not. You know what's cool about it though? It beats Mecha.
Yeah.
Mecha, super. I'm not talking about just normal go wide. Normal go wide. Mecha's like tap that, tap that, tap that. My turn. But I mean like real go wide decks when it's sequenced correctly.
Oh, yeah, they're dead.
Mecha can't, because Mecha has no combo power. So if your scene has a lot of Mecha, which is a popular deck right now, play that aggro one drop weenie swarm Vegeks list.
Those Haru is pretty good, you know.
You got the Haru, you got the new Goku True Fighting Spirit.
Yeah.
But you've got BMS. So you've got 12 one drops. 2 of them take a life. 1 of them rips a card out of the opponent's hand. 1 of them stops your opponent playing cards on the auto, and the other one has double strike.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hey man, my turn 3 with human extinction attacks. I'm about to have a 30k double strike for 1, and I'm about to mill this Kai and make it 40.
That'd be real wild.
All right. Anyone else want to talk about a game now? Results.
I've been playing Invoker. I watched the finals from Miami. I was also there, but I watched them recently, just like rewatched it. I am not sure on the Invoker Turles matchup. I've been playing Trevor, actually, who plays Turles, and it's a lot closer than I'd like it to be. It's not as easy as it looked on that stream.
I'll be getting there.
Yeah.
If your opponent opens at Demigra,
Broken.
if the Demigra's opened every game, you're going for a rough ride. You can still win, but it's just a rough ride. But if they don't open the Demigra, it is free.
Bro, I'm sorry to cut you off. Me and Mike played last night about 6-7 games.
Yeah,
I whiffed off the Demigra once.
it was terrible.
I play 6-7 games. I whiff on Demigra 5-6 times.
Yeah, it's just bad luck, you know. I didn't lose every game he opened Demigra, but like it was like the games where he does open Demigra,
Difficult.
it's difficult. Like, it's a lot more thinking. You have to draw better. But if you just don't open Demigra, it's free. So I don't know. I do like Invoker this format. I do think that the gateway for blue though is there. I think that we're gonna see blue make a strong
What's
push.
the deck for blue, you think?
I want to say
Think it's
Vegeta.
baby?
No, it's not baby. It's not baby just because the black counter Saiyan cards are just really annoying. Like it's just over time, like in a long tournament where people might be playing Dark Broly and Vegeks, I just don't want to play every round against that shit.
Yeah.
But Vegito is looking strong.
Trunks.
Trunks, I really like Trunks. There are people out there who do not like Trunks. They don't think it's very good. I keep going back to it and said this interaction that it gives off are way too strong.
The Tapion, so
the Tapion Unison's far too good for me to think that deck's not good. So I'm on the fence about which is the best blue deck. I do think that the Tapion in the deck pushes Trunks to be the best. So I'm going to put more work in it this week.
Cool. Trevor, any game you want to talk about?
I've just been testing Turles a lot, and trying to get ready for Miami. I'm going to Miami in March, but man, I've just been testing with Mike a lot, people on the Discord, and just getting there with those double strikes with the fruits.
Yeah, Trevor wins a lot of games with that.
Yeah.
I mean, search FDC, add super combos to hand. Hard to lose games that way.
Playing free battle cards, like I'm not used to that because I've been playing like all these tier 2 decks.
Yeah.
But now, I want to step my game up a little bit, and I think Turles is getting
Turles is good,
there.
man. It broke my heart a little bit when that Dark Broly player got you. I was like, oh, man.
Oh yeah, on the webcam.
Mm-hmm. I was like, this was Trevor's tournament, man.
Yeah,
it was Trevor's tournament. I have full faith though. You will be in top cut in the next one.
Yeah,
that Turles list is looking nice.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, let's get in the mailbag.
I got a special order on a pallet of sweets for Jocko.
We have more mail?
Wait, aren't you Monaka?
Monaka's Delivery Service.
All right, guys, we are going to do one quick question, and that is it, and then we're going to end because this is an insanely long episode. So let's see here. Let's do this one. So what are the decks that you always keep sleeved up in order to test against, like gatekeeper decks, when deciding if a new deck idea is worth continuing? Red Broly. Because you have to do it by format. Like, it's not like you just keep one deck forever sleeved up.
No.
You have to do it based on the format. But if I cannot beat Red Broly, I better beat every other deck.
Yeah, you need to have, to answer that question, this format particularly, you need to have Red Broly, Mecha, and Dark Broly.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yep, it's those 3 decks. Those are the gatekeeper decks.
Those 3 decks literally let you know if you can play your deck or not. Like, if my rogue rule, I know a lot of people are rogue players. They don't play the meta deck. The rogue rule for me, it's done me pretty well in this game because I normally do not play the meta decks, to be honest. So
you don't. Almost never.
Almost never. So I say I have to be favorable against one, 50-50 with the other, and be able to fix the matchup through siding on the third. If you approach the game that way, playing rogue, you should be successful as long as you don't see the one where you have to fix the matchup 50. Let's fix the matchup every time through side more than the other 2. You'll come out on top. Not on top like win the tournament, but on top like topping the event.
Yeah. Okay. But so Red Broly, Mecha, Dark Broly, yep. I 100% agree.
Yeah, there's other decks.
Those are the decks.
Like Invoker, it's great this format. Turles, it's great this format. Random blue decks are out there. Launch, it's a deck. It's very good. Just won a tournament yesterday. All these decks exist, right? But they're not the deck you're going to see more often than not. So you really need to just address
I would say the next 2 in line, if you want to test against more, would probably be Launch and Turles.
Yes, Launch, because
Launch is gaining an insane amount of popularity, especially with Ritzy doing so well with the tricolor. A lot of people talking about it.
Yeah, it's a skill-based deck. So the better players will do well with it. So...
All right, y'all. That is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Trevor will be back. Oh, and you know what? We got a very, very special outro.
We'll be using this outro till Miami.
Miami. It is actually the Miami theme song. So, guys.
You're all wild.
We'll see you next time.
Good. We fucking live.
Yeah.
See a lot of people hee-haw and kiki and shit like a bunch of bitches on this fucking page. Bunch of bitches on this fucking page. Bitches on this fucking page. Bitches on the page. I'm saying shit was cool when it was just Dragon Ball, but we're getting away from that Dragon Ball realm. Shit getting real personal. Delon Mac, I was talking to you, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Bitches on the page. I don't want to lose my chance to go to Tournament of Power, too. Y'all the Delon Mac